Yeah, Genji, you know, very AP heavy damage profile, and that's the thing that's a little bit concerning because, you know, if you target this Corki and you're able to take him out of the fight, you know, everyone across the board has some good damage. Also using that, those cooldowns, yeah, so am I luck for it now?
Well, Keen, I might have to weird out. He gets the wave clear, but he's chunked down. Nice from Busio. A tangle bar for an instant first blood. Yeah,
Masu burned the waiting before that, so had that cooldown unavailable. Keen, I think he knew he was dead there, just went for the wave to get as much farm as possible. Now looking for Bwipo on the bot side.
The response is if Bwipo dies, he does not have TP. The wave not to stick as top, but it's still there with a cannon minion. Canyon wants to drive in. Ishtal's embrace will not be warm, it'll be fearsome, and eventually Bwipo feels it at full throttle as Duro perfectly tanks up. And a kill over to Ruler as well with that full wave denied. There is no recipient. You know, it's hard living upside down. Blood rushes to your head, much like it would for Gen.G. They take the grubs because the fire within from FlyQuest wants to contest, but it's going to be a late contest if anything. Teleport comes through from quad, but already the grubs will just be taken down. And for Gen.G this early game, again, brilliant. Although FlyQuest, yes, as you said, Orcs have individual leads through jungle.
Challenge Canyon, but Canyon's able to get the red get out, so no real cost to it. Now though, Bwipo, no flash, he's probably just dead.
Worlds, you're right, no escape path, and as he walks between, he's slowed to bugger it. Canyon doing a drive-by, but this time he drives in. Bwipo burning down, close, but Keen will auto. Canyon takes the kill anyway from the red buff burn.
Yeah, I mean, no flash in that situation. The fact that Canyon can come over the wall.
Your statement was right, there is no contest here. It's a second dragon for Gen.G. FlyQuest is saying we're not ready to fight yet. I understand why. Oi, 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 Chobi. Just to be careful, there's a big wave coming out. And Spy just gets over the wall. They want to turn this into a dive.
It's just two of them for now. Chovy could clear the wave, maybe?
Teleport to defend. True Shot Barrage does damage. He ulties, flash away from Bwipo. Tempered Fate interrupts midway, and it is indeed because Keen is sitting there waiting. The equalizer, not enough. Chovy at full stacks as well. Under turret, Busio is going to get his pop, but where's the damage? He thought he could take Chovy down with him, but he just runs in to die.
So well played there by Gen.G. The TP in to support. Looking for more, though.
Another one, quad against the wall. He'll be impaled, skewered, and Ruler sets out the Gatling gun for his second kill. Gen.G are walking away with it.
Azir, full HP with all cooldowns. And there's only two of them there right now. You know, you see on the minimap more moving over. Oh,
wait, we're doing it again. Yeah, Bwipo just burned his flash in the last play, so this 2v1 is unmanageable. Another kill over to Keen. Let's find out. Canyon's just going to take it, but this top laner is not having a good day. In response, as FlyQuest are going to take that opportunity to start getting control in this top side. Jungle, Duro, face checking as well, maybe an opportunity. Up with the Tangle Barbs, up with the Blossom, down with the Tempered Fate. Redemption does nothing in the end, but Duro cannot magical journey out. Busio unfortunately gets the kill, but hey, it's something for FlyQuest again, with their counterpart taking out a support.
Yeah, I just feel like it feels so rough in this situation. You know, you're starting to see massive leads in the mid and top lane for Gen.G. They're looking now, though. TP flank coming in.
It is a big one, but the magical journey gets Canyon out. Keen is zoning out. That teleport not seen until Quad finally has his target onto Keen. Impale won't help out at all. The Between Worlds, no shutdown, or rather no kill. That doesn't come without one. It's a kill over to mid laner for FlyQuest. That opens up the potential of Herald.
It's a big shutdown, but a lot was invested. A lot of ultimates used there to get that kill. But looking at Herald, will Gen.G opt to fight it? Chovy just recalled, his TP isn't quite available.
But Canyon doesn't have ulti. He used it over the wall. So with that out, with the Between Worlds out, Gen.G their zone control marginally less. Good sidestep from Bwipo away from the Cosmic Binding. And the slow won't be enough because Gen.G don't have any damage alongside. Chovy's on the way in, but FlyQuest Tempered Fate, Bwipo, hang on a minute. Stuck around a little bit too long as Canyon gets over and drives him right into Chovy. In a 1 versus 3, Bwipo just cannot burn quick enough. And Chovy with his kill with a good punish from Gen.G.
Yeah, a little bit of an overstay in the end there for FlyQuest, but they got the Herald, they got the kill. I think Chovy not having that teleport available.
That Herald might be able to open up mid, get themselves some much-needed gold in this game. Let's look at the replay, the Orcs, because this is how Bwipo got caught by Duro.
Yeah, just a good ult from Duro there. Knows there's no flash on the Rumble. And then see Inspire trying to stop the Skarner, but a bit later. Now Chovy in trouble.
He went for the push, but he's on the quad. Now waiting. The flash. The ulti doesn't connect. Chovy out of range as he goes golden. The rest of Gen.G coming in, but quad almost times it right. Keen came in to save the day as Inspired is now left without a solo laner. He'll be taken down on top of it as well. Just wait for Keen to get his auto, his Q. He'll range it out for the double wall in the mid lane. Gen.G like, yo, let's fight somewhere else.
Gen.G winning everywhere on the map. Ruler looking for more.
It is Busio. He gets healed up. The real Nico's health bar at half HP. Masu jumps in. Ruler. Valkyrie's in. Onto Busio. Auto attacked and the barrier difference. Comes in clutch. Masu runs into melee. Gets the kill. It's messy, but FlyQuest are sending out Hail Marys everywhere. Gen.G are putting on a clinic, but I will say, Orcs, there's a little bit of mess involved too, and I'm loving it.
We'll see how this one started off. It looked like there was a pick onto Bwipo again.
Oh, I love the sound of Gatling gun.
Yeah, Ruler just going aggressive here. And Bwipo is a little bit weak at this point of the game. The Redemption getting a lot of value too. Bwipo with an unfortunate flash. The good flash from Ruler, yeah. And then the minion's kind of working against Masu there because he has to clear them out before he can even threaten.
I'm going crazy. The Gatling gun noise is always on. Make it stop. You're like, guys, please.
That's why they had to take him down. It's still going.
Oh my god. It's probably much worse for the audience. So you guys are sitting through it. Keen though finds an ulti and we're fighting once again. Quad though caught between a wall. Tempered Fate. Mega long range on the Masu while they get the kill onto Quad. It's up to the next one. Masu slowed down with the Cosmic Binding. Gen.G won't find number 2. We get the Gatling gun start up again for your enjoyment while Gen.G, I don't think he killed Chovy,
no,
right?
Here's Zhonya's. He's already, he's realized that FlyQuest are just trying to pick him off the side, so... Wait, they're looking now for... He has Zhonya's. I don't think this is going to work.
Well, with Masu, maybe Chovy all in onto Busio. The ulti pop blossoms away. That's great, but Chovy now caught in the equalizer. He'll go golden with Ruler coming up to the support. Redemption not in time. The setup there from Inspired as well. Already one shot down, looking for another with a magical journey. Bwipo doesn't chase up. Scared indeed, but now Quad with his ulti will show him up. With one kill again following up. FlyQuest are punishing Gen.G for their overstay in enemy jungle. They've done this once before. They're going to do it again, a double over to Quad, and here's Canyon finally, but a seismic shove away. Keen now coming in. Let's fight again. 21 kills in 20 minutes is not what I thought I would say in a Gen.G game.
And I guess Zhonya's wasn't enough to save him. You know, dashed in aggressively there to take out the Nico and didn't have a way to get out after the fact. Also, the Zhonya's came in pretty late, got cooked by the equalizer for a good amount of time, and now, I mean, this is the best time to look for the Atacant. Yeah. You have a numbers advantage. They're going to try and send it.
That's what I'm looking for Keen. Between worlds to walk on in. Quad with really good zone control right now, but Canyon can drive through the wall. He's coming a little bit early. The Ishtal's impact will find a target, and with the ulti as well, lockdown is Quad. He'll be the first to go, but Gen.G is still getting burnt down. They got the Atacant, that's what they came for, and they're going to exit with a kill onto Canyon. He goes crispy Scorpion, and Keen now so low he can't re-engage. FlyQuest have clawed back a bit of this gold. Gen.G, they hold all the control in this jungle right now. They know if FlyQuest are moving in right now, Bwipo feels like the best chance, so they've got no vision in this dry rush, and Bwipo can get set up. Teleport to start us off. Another heli. I wish I could stop saying that as Canyon goes through. Magical Journey now taken. Baron, rather Dragon, started off quite quick. Inspired comes from a flank. He's the one who has to seal it out. The Weaver's Wall layered well as well. And then finding a pick onto Chovy though. Duro saves his life. The Pop Blossom sent away. Driven nice, but Chovy's dead in the end anyway. Gen.G are getting burnt down as Masu Arcane shifts in, and Keen will ulti, but eventually FlyQuest get on top of the Dragon, take it away, survive with 4. An even trade for the team behind. A success story for those that fly.
They just push their way in. They look for Chovy, even with the Zhonya's, even with Flash, they're able to find him.
Coming in, looking for the burst. It was Keen who couldn't find Masu either. They've got mid-prior, but no one's really going to take it. Bwipo has standing gold in this bot turret. And the defense coming through from mid, thanks to Quad, is going to be fine. Ruler can't step up. Keen wants to auto, but Canyon can't come in. Hot damn. Well, Gen.G being tested, and, you know, I feel like against FlyQuest, it has a similar feeling to it, but the game's not done yet. Canyon looking for a pick onto Busio. Impale is there, chilling Smite, and Busio. Protobelt's out of the way, seismic shove. What a punish. Canyon goes golden, but I think that may have secured his warrant. Inspired with the perfect vault breaker, and guess Canyon is no maker. Forward goes Masu. Arcane shift, but Inspired does it again with the Weaver's Wall. Chovy's going to ult him back. Inspired will get caught. Chovy may have saved the play, but Pop Blossom, it's a 3-man. Busting again. Bwipo burning down. He's exhausted though. Slowed down. Ruler spaces. Flashes. What the? Quadra kill for Ruler. Quad left standing.
Only one man left at the end of that fight. Such a hectic back and forth. All members of the team doing everything.
Even though Orcs, you're going to have to break this one down because that was just yakety sacks.
I mean, we saw this super clean play from Lucio. He saves his flash and uses the rocket bell to dodge. And then able to have that flash later for the ultimate. Canyon, the ultimate from Duro buys time but doesn't save him. We then see this super aggressive play from Inspired. Because Chovy still has flash, because he didn't get a chance to use it from the previous fight, he's able to buy time here. We see this King go in aggressively, but this ult from Bucio, just phenomenal. The flash he saved from earlier getting so much value. Masu pushes forwards aggressively on such low HP. This last auto to finish Ruler, putting his life on the line to clean up the fight.
Those inspired setups, that Q on the timing from Duro's ulti. The ulti eventually hurts Chovy in the end anyway. Whippo now, however, is caught out, and we go back to what has been a weakness this game for FlyQuest, is that Whippo has been targeted again and again and again. Keen will take him out, and that's a pick.
What can they do with him in the pit, though? It's a precarious spot to be in. The DPS is starting to come through.
And it's a 3-itemers here. That DPS goes down fast, and FlyQuest have to come in and start poking out. True Shot Barrage does a little whittling damage, but Ruler is the problem still, close enough to full HP as Keen is zoning off. For FlyQuest, stealing this would be a heroic effort, but a magical journey, or rather cosmic binding zones out there. It's the journey from Duro to zone out. Inspired will no longer have a chance, and the Baron goes into Gen.G's pants.
Another problem is we actually got some good poke from Gen.G. Oh no.
This Duro ulti again. It's beautiful, isn't it? Quad impaled. A good seismic shove. Lucky to be alive for now, but Ruler ranges him to oblivion. Whippo's now come back alive. He's teleported in. Bucio trying to turn it around. Equalizer not bad, but Canyon's taking all the damage. The re-ulti from Inspire, but even though it's a great pop blossom, Gen.G are healthy enough and their damage dealers ain't dying anytime soon. Game 1 has been hard work for this Korean squad, but in the end, their strengths lead them into success.
Now with the Baron in pocket, they might just look to try and push. There's only 2 members alive. Whippo isn't going to last much longer.
Phosphorus bomb, I don't know what it is. Ruler's tanking it up. Keen just ultis in the end. Turrets won't kill them, and Gen.G.
I think, you know, if they just let the Baron go, stayed healthy, they could have possibly got set up around Dragons. Oh,
and
how did Massive
died to Ruler?
I don't know how that happened.
Oy, oy, oy.
Really unfortunate, because I think if they'd just given up, they took a lot of poke around the Baron, and that allowed Gen.G to play aggressive. If they've just set up around Dragon, waited for Whippo TP, they probably could have just got that and denied Soul. But now they're really deep in the hole. Masu now dead for a long time. Their base is going to get demolished on the back of this push.
Keen ulti doesn't hit anyone. That's something for FlyQuest, but he's in. Quad gets popped. Imagine if the ult did hit. This Canyon's going to help take down the inhibitor. Minions channeling in with Baron still up and available for the next 35 seconds. There's a couple of good pushes for Gen.G that might help them end game 1.
Yeah, they're taking Nexus turrets already. Wave coming in bot from Chovy. They're going to take another inhibitor at minimum. 10 seconds of Masu, and that might be what they need to go for the final fight for FlyQuest, because they don't have much time left.
Look at Chovy. The auto attack's only onto a clone for now. Inspired chunked out a little bit as well. Double minion wave coming in. 1 Nexus turret. Masu is just standing there taking it from Chovy. Equalizer, a defensive maneuver. Quad gets seismic shove back, yes, but it's on to Canyon. The tank affected, but no one else. Flash away from Ruler, from Bucio to get the pop blossom, but it matters not. Gen.G got tested, made some mistakes, but in the end, their hands did the talking. Game 1 succeeds. But boy, was it tough.
And the limitations I said of Rakan and the Cassiopeia, well, you know, Rakan, the only one there I think who really holds you accountable is the Rise, if you can get the root on you.
Yep.
But Braum, it's going to be tricky for him to lock down the Rakan, and
he just wanted the damage on the concussive blows, but I think that was what you'd call too far.
Yeah, and also the cleanse, maybe thought he had barrier, an uncharacteristic mistake, but he didn't cleanse anything.
No heal though, the trades are still going well. Ghost from Masu, but the Ghost is going to be a chase down. That's a 2-man Q coming through from the center. It's going to continue up as a chase. The root's going to land. Ruler's 1 hit away. Flash from Masu as Ruler flashes first. Genji's bottom lane. He's all over the place.
What a flip. And this all came from Ruler taking that tower hit. The summoner's being burned, and Masu and Busio just walked forwards, got the healing out from their kits, and that's the thing, you know, obviously the pressure, those short trades around the Braum passive can go in favor, well, should go in favor of Lucian Braum, but the sustain is so heavily in favor of FlyQuest bot lane, and they managed to capitalize there.
Facebreaker's now down. Whippo.
That's a little bit low on HP. If Keen gets one more stack, he can Q flash.
When he's this low, he gets good passive healing, but no. Keen won't let him. Really nice match, and Keen punishes Whippo.
Yeah, did just go for the Q flash, and I think Whippo, a little bit of disrespect there.
He facebreaked it, you know, way too early. He just did that in front of a Gwen.
Yeah, ends up paying for it, and this is not a good start, you know.
Canyon's on Dragon in the meantime as well. He'll hit level 5. Inspired is just farming up. I mean, Inspired last game was quite much the same as, I don't know what Lily is singing about. What is deep, but he's okay.
Keen doing a good job there to be untargetable when the...
Try and gaze. Miasma down as well. Grounded for the time being. Chobi's going to run it out, and luckily he got the phase rush before the Petrifying Gaze, because otherwise Quad would have just sunk his fangs in. Oh, TP across map. We just see a Rakan floating as an orb from Dragon Ball.
They're looking for Ruler.
Yeah, they are going to find him as well. That root up is nice, but Massive, will he die in the process? Ruler with a culling blocked out by Busio. In the end, tries a relentless pursuit away. He's done so. Busio gets the flash and the kill. Ruler double summoners down again. That's a roughie here for Ruler.
So nice from the bot lane of FlyQuest, because not only do they get a kill, not only do they get both sums, but because Busio was the one to finish it off, Canyon has no response. You know, if Masu had flashed in there...
Gonna get Lullaby. Hang on, Juro's coming in, looking for 2 targets. A Q turns into a lilting Lullaby. There's the Drowsy. Inspired's done a good job, but over the wall Canyon gets before the re-engage, and Keen is shredding them all, sniffing them down to hell, and Juro setting up with the passive. Masu has the flash, but not before Busio dies in the process. Flash from Keen, and Gwen is taking us to sewing class this game. Top wave's gonna be received by Inspired, but Fly's early game is in a rough spot.
Oh, Chovy might just be dead.
Maybe something back. Chovy walking down. Juro's here, though. Grounded for the time being. Good knock up here with the grand entrance from Busio. And again, with Quad getting the DPS down, there you go. Something of a punish from FlyQuest.
Everyone but Rise, basically, is just a great stacker of the Braum passive.
But now Quad is going to actually play up against Keen. There's option here. Petrifying Gaze still available, but it looks like we're going to fight again because Canyon's found his way in. Busio. He's got concussive blows on his head. There is no lilting Lullaby to be pulled out yet, but Inspired has it in his pocket as Gen.G. Top around bot. Second Dragon on the cards for them.
Yeah, this will be feats of strength as well for Gen.G if they can secure it. FlyQuest will force them away, and it's important to note Keen not in a position to teleport right now with Quad up in his face. And I think with Gen.G, I wouldn't really want to fight if the Gwen isn't available personally with how important Keen has been so far. It looks like they are just going to give the Dragon over. But who's going to get some plates and FlyQuest. And once you have the Shiv, you can start to pick up farm quite consistently on the center.
Yep.
But this center coming online is really important.
Engage, though. Setting down with the trap. Juro might be caught out. The wall's up, but he wants to stand behind. He'll get rooted up anyway. And an ulti from Masu that aligns the straight. Whippo with a facebreaker just out of range as Canyon looks for him for an escape. But even as he gets over the wall as Whippo, he'll just knuckle him down. Double for Fly. Turned into now some kind of reciprocal factor where FlyQuest have caught back up. And Masu will do a soul count for you all. 40 on the right side of your screen. You see now just hit the 13 minutes. So he does feel like he could be a little bit behind, but let's find out as he might just die before we talk about him any further. Culling cancelled early because the damage on Busio will be enough to step back. Almost kills him with the auto attacks, but Lilting Lullaby is a 2-man. Inspired gets the snooze, and onto Roar as he gets away. He gets circled by Inspired. The deers in headlights out. No, the flash away. Busio, the recovery, great. Inspired kiting away. He gets out of everything almost. Canyon whacks him down. Whippo's now joined in. Hang on a minute. Showstopper over the wall, and we're throwing haymakers everywhere.
Definitely will when he gets the second item. Dragon is up and available now, so Genji's committed to the Herald. But we'll see Inspired move over the Dragon instead. And it's an Infernal Soul, which would be massive this game if it can be secured. Herald's going to get taken, and they are moving down to see if they can get to Dragon in time. It's still very high on HP. There's a lot of DPS on it, though, even this early in the game. See Quad now starting to hit it. It is going down fast.
Power of Lilia with Leandri. Bureau's coming in, spotted out. Herald now mid. The power play from Gen.G is to open up the map and maybe go for inner as well. No defense available here as FlyQuest will get the Dragon, but Inspired, Doesn't have a clear target. So many mites and minions in the way, and with the Dragon going down for the mid lane trade, it is still a gold lead here for Gen.G at 17. No, he needs Lily, it needs Inspired, and it is going to happen. 2 versus 1. Swell Seed misses. That's a start. Stride Breaker slows him down, and Keen's got nowhere to go. He's stuck to the ground. Sleepy time indeed, and as he sits there waiting, again, it's the showstopper in the end. Double ulti, but Keen, hang on. Almost bringing it back, but too much shielding. The kill goes to Inspired, and Keen is down. Chovy's pushing down bot side. Boulevard has to respond. Both solo laners with TP, but Atakan is going to reset, so it's not like Fly have a lot to work with much.
It's a bit risky. You know, you can see the Shred starting to come in. Lucio can do a bit of healing, queuing Atakan to get some health back for them. But Genji are here to respond. I don't think you want to start this up. I know you're getting pressured by Chovy and the rest of the lanes, but I think starting Atakan would be a mistake. Dragon is up and available right now.
It is. Chovy's walking up though. Genji are just going to start this themselves. They've got a lot of true damage from Keen. FlyQuest have to respond now.
Oh, these are some good TPs.
Their flanks, their sandwiches. Keen and Canyon are walking into one Realm Warp to get them out, but the whole of Gen.G are now here on the teleport. But the showstopper makes Gen.G cry a little bit, and Bwipo, hey, make it down as well. A 3-man Lilting lullaby. Petrifying Gaze doesn't work out the quad, but they're going to still find the kills on the damage, thanks to Masu's piercing darkness as he lines down the straight. Gen.G is so low, and Atakan is going to be taken away. Chovy tries to step up, but there's another route. Chovy caught out, flash away, but Bwipo under turret will care not. His haymaker sets Chovy straight as Masu picks up a kill.
Such a good fight from FlyQuest, and the approach with the TPs. I think Gen.G must have miscalculated. Did they think it was Quad who was coming in on that TP? Because going into that point with the set coming in, that was prime opportunity for Bwipo. FlyQuest trying to get position.
Masu also has a bit of range in this fight as well. 2 items, I believe, as well. He's starting to do some damage. You see in the bottom of your screen, but focus up. This Dragon is number 3, and FlyQuest want it. Being taken down slowly but surely. Bwipo's not here. Gen.G, they're in the river, they have control. I mean, it's going to be a flip, but it's taken away. Gen.G, get it! FlyQuest now have to run out as Gen.G. Maybe they're the ones who actually have to run as well, but Chovy gets himself a bit of damage down. Quad gets zoned out. Culling is good as well, but Bwipo takes no damage. Flash, Facebreaker in, Showstopper down. Wide Bwipo time, but he doesn't get too much else. Inspired goes in just to die. Bwipo now dead as well. There's no front line, and even though Quad gets a good ulti, Gen.G have disassembled the fight, and Korea roars once again.
Misplay there from FlyQuest, but Gen.G instantly dismantle. Bwipo tries to force forwards, and now they're still looking for Quad. Canyon will find him.
He will indeed. It's a bonk down. The final piece of the puzzle to go towards Baron FlyQuest. It's another game of inches.
I think the composition, you know, it works so well when Gen.G are coming into you, but they try to rush forward, they try to force forwards, and it really didn't work out well. Significant advantage. They are trying to see if they can find something Inspired, looking for some bowling balls.
Yeah, some good wave clear. Quad though might have found a pick onto Chovy. Quickness flashed in with the hero's entrance, and it is heroic indeed, but Petrifying Gaze looked away from Chovy. It's an inch too far again. FlyQuest looking for the chase. They want the Realm Warp though, and Gen.G are going to take it and get out. FlyQuest chase again nullified.
They're pushing up now, but it's too late. So I think give them the Dragon, that's fine, you know. It's obviously not ideal, but
they want to pick afterwards. But Gen.G happy to fight. There's a flash immediately from Ruler, but look at where FlyQuest jungle supporter onto Juro. However, the supporter Gen.G may be more caught out as Culling comes through, and Ruler is just free firing. Rat-tat-tat-tat, look at him go. Meanwhile, Bwipo dealing with Chovy on the side, but the rest of FlyQuest are getting blown out of proportion. Bwipo in a 2 versus 1 won't win that, and now the Quad is the only snake left standing. It's FlyQuest mid who has to get a kill to trade off. Petrifying Gaze is beautiful, but the Brom's in the way. Juro makes it hard to call that worth as Masu is the last remnant of FlyQuest.
Heavy blow from Gen.G. You know, they try and find an angle. They get a flash from Ruler, but now Gen.G might just push to end the game. Keen does so much damage to structures. Now I was hoping they'd fight another day. I don't think they'll get that chance.
As you said, FlyQuest, it's the what if, it's the close calls, it's the honorable performance in the quarterfinals at EWC, but Gen.G 2025 is quickly becoming their year as they look towards another Nexus turret, yet another Nexus. Teams have challenged them, but they cannot triumph over Gen.G this year.
as a scrappy series. 14-13, a close kill score line here. Quad on his favored Cassiopeia.